Hello and welcome back to another Animal Kingdom fun video. We have a great video for you today about the majesty of the American bison and some interesting facts about them. I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get started. American bison are big creatures that go by the names bison, American buffalo, or simply buffalo. These references can be perplexing because they are not related to African or Asian buffalo. Despite this, calling them buffalo is not inherently inaccurate, but it certainly does complicate things a bit. This enormous mammal previously roamed the plains of North America in vast herds, but their numbers have subsequently plummeted dramatically. These creatures resemble enormous cows and belong to the same family, Bovidae. Their coats are thick brown and shed in the summer. Males are slightly larger than females and weigh significantly more. Unlike some members of the Bovidae family, both sexes have horns on top of their huge heads. Short horns that bend upwards away from the face. These huge creatures are a well-known species that were slain by the thousands throughout the 19th century. Unfortunately for the American bison, the 19th century massacre was no laughing matter. Prior to industrial hunting, scientists believed that 30–60 million bison roamed from Canada to northern Mexico. By 1890, there were only 1,000 bison left. This rampage was fueled by a need for easy prey. In the wild, these beasts may weigh up to 2,000 pounds. A whole ton. And are the largest native mammals in North America. That's a lot of fur and flesh. Unfortunately, gluttony and greed have resulted in a significant population fall of the species. Their enormous hump accounts for a considerable portion of their mass. Their hump is supported by long vertebrae and is located over the shoulders. Bison humps are made of powerful muscle, as opposed to camel humps, which are made of fat. This muscle allows them to plow through the snow in search of food. This species is found mostly on wide plains. River valleys, meadows, semi-arid areas, and prairies are other common habitats for bison. The real distribution of this species is difficult to pinpoint, due to the large majority of its range being on private and government-owned territory. While there are roughly 500,000 animals housed on private land, only 15,000 are thought to be truly wild and free-range. Historically, this species ranged from northern Mexico to Canada, but they are now constrained to small pockets of habitat. There is a herd in Mexico, many fractured herds in the United States, and several scattered herds in Canada. Bison are herbivorous mammals, which means they eat mostly plants. They are generally grazers, eating grasses and sedges rather than fruit or other vegetation. This means that food can be scarce throughout the winter when it is covered in snow. When the grasses are covered in snow, these enormous beasts utilize their powerful necks to scrape down to the buried food below. Humans have wiped off the wild bison population. Native Americans in the Midwest hunted these mammals in sustainable numbers, but once Europeans arrived, bison populations began to decline. Hunts were intended to boost economic activity in a certain area, and they typically culminated in the massacre of entire herds. Instead of escaping when a herd member was hurt or killed, the rest of the herd would gather around the animal, making them easy targets as well. The U.S. government quickly became involved and strongly supported the slaughter of American bison populations. The great majority of this species' remaining population is privately raised for human use. They are classified as semi-domesticated because their domestication did not take as long as that of domestic cattle. Their flesh is lower in fat and higher in protein than beef. This species is also frequently crossed with domestic cattle for human consumption. True wild bison, those devoid of domestic cattle bloodlines, do not make good pets. They are enormous, unruly, and difficult to control. Domesticated populations make marginally better pets, although they are not meant for this use. They are raised for eating and meat production, not for docility. These creatures must be kept in exceedingly secure confines while in human care. Fences are known to be destroyed by domestic cattle, and the much larger American bison is no exception. They are heavy and can easily pull down a fence if they get upset. These creatures have also been known to leap over fences as tall as 6 feet. As a result, maintaining them in a safe, suitably contained pasture is critical. They must also be given adequate grazing space and, if necessary, additional hay. This species is highly sociable and primarily diurnal. In other words, they are more active during the day. Large herds can form, especially during migrations. These creatures will migrate from sleeping grounds to feeding grounds on a regular basis during the summer. They will relocate to regions with greater food throughout the winter. When breeding season arrives, the males begin to compete for control of breeding harems. A single male will protect a herd of females from other males, allowing him to breed with them alone. In August and September, they mate, and the calves are born 285 days later. The majority of females, referred to as cows, give birth to a single calf. She will nurse the calf for at least 7 months, but up to 18 months. Calves achieve sexual maturity around the age of 3. Native Americans would use the entire animal while hunting bison. Meat, hides, and bones were vital for food, clothing, teepees, and tools. Many Native American groups, particularly the Plains Indians, value very highly the American bison. To summarize, the American bison has had a rough past and could have come to near extinction. But they have thankfully survived and now thrive in parts of America. I hope you enjoyed learning all about the history and nature of the American bison. If you enjoyed this video, please smash the like button and share with your friends. Also comment below and let me know what you like about these massive American bison. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel Animal Kingdom Fun for more exciting and informative animal videos. Until next time, have a great day.